So, and education, or the other committee was Nancy?
Chris will do members, because ex officios aren't counted toward the quorum, and many ex officios do 2 committees, or, dial in for several because of the overlapping issues, so.
So you're putting
Sorry.
education and quality of life all together in this.
I'm doing a second committee that will
Encompass all the
define
rest.
itself over lunch.
Yes, we'll define ourselves.
Educating quality.
Okay.
In terms of the committee
So-
chairperson, is that something that kind of Wanda appoints? Is that something you appoint?
You
Is that
guys self,
something-
these are ad hoc committees. You can, ad hoc yourself as chair for now, and someone else takes over 6 months from now. They're meant to be task focused, dealing with a finite set of issues, and
So is it appropriate for example, the research subcommittee to elect a chair-elect at this meeting during lunch?
sure,
Okay.
sure, if that's what you choose to do.
Okay.
So are you
Back
saying,
to our committees, who's coming?
you're going to have research and you're going to have other?
Other,
And
yeah.
to be named, doesn't mean it's always going to be other, but right now it's
The
TBD.
committee formerly known as, and we'll have a symbol.
Okay.
I like that.
So is that everyone else then?
Yeah, and
So
that's
that's Eileen, Susan,
3, and
Lenny,
you're floating?
I get lunch
'Cause
off,
then you
don't I?
have, then you have 4 and 6, so the only thought would be if any of the research members would have an interest in being on the education-ish committee.
The 3 of us research.
Aren't there 11?
Yeah.
Then it'll be
So it'll be balanced, I think.
Excuse me, it would also seem to me that this other committee, as you were describing it, would include a component of clinical care and treatment as opposed for research, clinical research, which is covered by the research committee.
Committee, and that aggravates me. No, seriously, if all the women are going over to the touchy-feely side and all the men are going to be the scientists, it's not right. You're going to have to rearrange these committees. You're not going to do it that way. So rearrange.
Good point, Nancy.
Well, I nominate Nancy to join our committee.
I'd be happy to be in any committee. Last time I jumped in because the need was where it was. But honestly, we can't have a gender split on these committees. That's ridiculous.
I can be the gender balance, Nancy, if that helps.
That would help.
Yeah. Assuming that I'm not cycling off, of course. But
I think Nancy's point's a good one.
It is a good-
I think
it's
we
a good
should
point.
seriously
Only Nancy
consider
should
it.
think of something like that.
Yeah, it's important.
Chris, my concern is this. Nancy would maintain continuity for the education committee. There's nobody else there.
True.
I'm cycling off, so we have Dr. Levine and Eileen. So, and I appreciate what Nancy's saying with regard to the gender issue. I just think it's probably more important to have that continuity of somebody who's been involved and embedded with those issues. So maybe she could stay there and then transition later.
That's fine. I'm not that much longer on the overall committee. I'm just making the point that even with people cycling off and cycling on, that, yeah, oh, hey, you guys, just because you're
And-
scientists doesn't mean you can't do the other stuff, too.
And I'll take up a position in that committee to at least provide some gender balance, and then we'll work on it later, and maybe we'll do little exchanges and sleepovers and.
All right.
Chris, is it possible for us to also get a sense of, what exactly are these 2 subcommittees about? I mean, are there some strategic issues that these committees feel that they're tackling, they have tackled?
What I'm trying to do today, Lenny, is address the recommendations and the charter. I think we need clearly to have a larger discussion about committee makeup and committee membership. But if we do that now, we're not going to get anything done over lunch. So I'm just being purely pragmatic at the moment. We've got the way that people are here. We've got enough old people and enough new people that we can get some of the new people into the culture of the committees. Let them have some input when they've been through the process once. Decide is it workable, and then we decide whether we go 1 committee, 2 committees, 3 committees.
So are they going to have a chance to come back here after lunch and kind of give the larger group kind of a sense of what their mission and priorities
My
are?
sense is as we deal with the charter and the bylaws, then the committee discussion will fold into that.
The subcommittees are part of the bylaws, because it's how we operate to get our business done. A lot of it emulates the charter completely, but other pieces of the bylaws just make it clear, who does what we're about as we carry out our functions. So.
And continuity in the subcommittees is important as it is for the general committee. But, let's get some input on it and decide what's going to work.
So I'd suggest adjourning and
So,
come back promptly at 1:30 to...
Motion to adjourn. Everybody loves that one, right? Thank you. Very productive morning. Thank you.
Those of you from the public, please remember that if you do need to leave the building, that you will need to come back to the registration table just to be accompanied upstairs again. Thank you. Anything valuable?